Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a Frisee salad with crispy potatoes and hot salami. Sounds strange, but it's amazing, and it also has eggs on it as well. Now I had a salad, this is my remake of a fabulous salad I had at a New York City restaurant called La Sirena. I was there for a meeting. I got the salad for my lunch. I was blown away by how delicious it was, how few ingredients were in it, and it was just like a combination of everything I love all in one place, and I never thought of it, so I had to remake it. Now traditionally, the salad comes with a poached egg, and when you cut into it, the egg yolk kind of runs all over the salad, and it's magnificent. But I know that a lot of you don't care to see a runny egg, so I'm going to do like a soft boil egg. That way it's still going to be soft and tender. It's going to have that egg element, but it isn't going to upset anyone. The ingredients are not very many. I've got some beautiful Frisee lettuce here. I've got a few potatoes, some hot salami. I've got some eggs, some finely chopped scallions, olive oil, salt and pepper, Dijon mustard, and some white wine vinegar. Traditionally, in the original recipe they used chives, but I wanted a little bit of a stronger onion flavor. That's why I'm going with scallions, but you can use chives, of course, if you have them. First things first, we're going to work on our eggs. I've got 4 eggs here, and I've got a pan with some cold water just from the tap. I'm going to pop them in there. You want to make sure that the water covers the eggs, which it does. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on. I'm going to let the water come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn the eggs off completely and let them sit in the hot water for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, I'm going to plunge them into into an ice bath. But I'm just going to move this to the back because I want to prep my potatoes next. All I'm doing is I'm taking my potatoes and I'm cutting them into small little cubes like that. You don't want them to be too big. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into a pan with some water. I'm going to bring the water to a boil, and as soon as the water comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it off and drain my potatoes. I don't want them to cook any further than that. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop up the rest of them, get them in my pan, get them cooking, and then we'll proceed. Once the water came to a boil, I drained the potatoes, and coincidentally my eggs came to a boil at the same time, so I just turned those off, and those are in the hot water with the lid on the pan for 7 minutes, and I have my water bath ready to go. In a small skillet, I have a little bit of olive oil, and I'm preheating that over about medium-high heat. Now you want to make sure you drain your potatoes, as well as you can. You can dry them off with a paper towel if you want to, but it really isn't necessary if you just drain them well. And you add them in, and you just cook them until they develop really beautiful color all around. You don't want them to get mushy. You still want them to have a little bit of texture, but you also don't want them to be raw on the inside. So this is probably going to take a total of about 5 to 6 minutes until they've got the color I'm looking for. I'm going to season them with just a little bit of salt, some pepper. I'm just going to keep my eye on them, giving them a stir every now and then until they're ready, and that should be about the same time that the eggs are ready. My potatoes are done. They look gorgeous and they are perfectly cooked. What I did was I took them out with a slotted spoon, and whatever oil was left over in the bottom of the skillet, I kept it there because now I need to crisp up my hot salami. When I say hot, I mean like it's spicy. You can get mild or sweet if you want to, but the combination of spicy, slightly bitter Frisee and that sweet, golden, like fluffy potato on the inside is just perfection. I'm going to add that in. There we go. I'm just going to keep an eye on that, just to crisp it up all around. In the meantime, let's quickly make the dressing. Now, I don't have a lot of mustard left over in this container. You need a total of about, I would say, 2 teaspoons or so. So I'm just going to use whatever's left over in that container, and that's going to also be like my salad dressing shaker, if you will. White wine vinegar, you could use champagne vinegar. Tarragon vinegar would be really, really nice here as well. I don't have any on hand, so this will do. Pinch of salt. Bit of pepper. Look at that, I'm getting the pepper in the jar, now on the table. That's pretty wonderful. And some olive oil, good olive oil. I won't need all this dressing, but it's great to have on hand. All right, tight, and just shake it until everything is well incorporated. That's it, your dressing is done. It's light, it's vinegary, it's slightly mustardy, it's really fantastic, and it's gonna go great with the salad. I'm gonna keep my eye on my salami. When that's done, I'm gonna peel my eggs and then we'll assemble the salad and that's it. Everything is ready to go. So now it's time to just assemble it. I want to dress my greens first. I'm just gonna take my dressing, shake it up a little bit. Oh, and it smells so phenomenal. Look at that beautiful color too. It's just not too thick, but it's not really thin. It's just a perfect consistency to almost coat each tender leaf just ever so beautifully. Okay, I think that's plenty. Getting a little carried away with myself. And then you just take a spoonful of your potatoes and you kind of just throw them on top like that. Now they're crispy on the outside, but they're also soft, so they provide really great texture. Think of the potatoes almost like a replacement for a crouton, because the salami, that's what's really crispy and intensely salty, so it's just insanely good. If you want to go the whole way, you do this with poached egg. But I boiled my eggs today so that they were essentially hard boiled, but not, the inside's not like powdery dry, you know what I mean? Cut that in half. Look at that. That is gorgeous. You see that? It's not powdery at all. I'm just gonna cut that into quarters. Pop that right on top, like that. What I do want to do is just quickly and ever so lightly just salt my eggs a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. That's it. And then just a little sprinkle of scallions for a little oniony goodness. I would be the one that puts potatoes and salami on a salad, okay? But I am not sorry about this whatsoever. The idea of taking one of my favorite restaurant go-tos and making them at home and turning it into something that I can eat on a daily basis, not daily, I try not to eat this daily, but it makes me happy, okay? I'm just gonna go for it. It's a lot in one bite, but if anybody can do it, it's your girl. It's amazing. I feel like I need to be alone. It is spectacular. Go to laurainthekitchen.com, make the salad. If you're ever in New York City, go to La Sirena. If you're in the Chelsea area, get the salad. It's amazing. Hopefully you enjoy spending time with me. I need to dive back in and I'll see you next time. Bye.